So, we all know the basic steps of CFOP: cross, F2L, OLL, and PLL. Between these steps, you have to learn many algorithms to efficiently solve using CFOP. However, the largest of these subsets of algorithms is called OLL, or orientation of the last layer. The algorithms in this subset total to 57. However, I have a little trick for you to be able to solve full OLL with a fraction of the work. Because let's be honest, nobody wants to memorize 57 algorithms and the recognition for all of them. It starts with the second set of algs in 2-look OLL. If you do not know these, I recommend learning them before you continue with the rest of the video. It will be worth your time, I promise. I believe there are 9 or so of these algorithms, and they are pretty easy to learn. With the normal 2-look technique, you solve the cross using one of 3 algorithms, and then you have to recognize the 2-look case that comes after. This trick effectively takes away that second look, and as such creates a much faster solution. I have 3 algorithms for you, for the 3 cross cases, that solve the cross without affecting the other pieces on the cube. This allows you to combine one of these algorithms with a 2-look algorithm to solve any OLL case in one look. Without further ado, let's get into the video. For the first algorithm, we're going to learn when no cross pieces are solved. This is a longer algorithm than you would normally use to solve this, but it doesn't affect any of these pieces. Therefore, I know the 2-look case that I'm going to end up with after. This is how the algorithm goes. And that solved all the cross pieces without affecting any of these corners. So, if I do that again, you'll see that I'm able to see the soon case that I'm going to get before I use my algorithm. So combined, I'm able to solve the entire OLL in one look. Now let's move on to when you have an L. So you can have an L. So first you're going to find the cross solution, and then you're going to find where the rest of the corner pieces face. And this, I can tell that I'm going to end up doing a soon case. So here's how the algorithm goes for an L-shaped cross. And then, because that didn't affect any of the other pieces, I'm able to solve the rest of the cube without taking a second. Eventually, you'll be able to be fluent at it, and it can be almost as fast as if you learned full OLL. On to the line cross cases. This algorithm is effectively the inverse of the L cross cases. This algorithm solves the cross from a line case without affecting any of the corners. This will allow you to one-look any line case. So I see I have an anti-soon case and my line case. So I would combine the 2 algorithms to effectively make a one-look OLL. Here's some tips and tricks about using this method. If it's confusing right now, don't worry, it'll make sense in a minute. This is an OLL case. And this OLL case has only these 2 edges flipped. The algorithm to solve this case happens to be the same one that I'm teaching you for the line cases, because it does the same thing. All it's doing is flipping these 2 pieces. So when I do the algorithm, it solves it. So I could have any case on the entire cube, and I could recognize what case this is going to be, and then I'll solve my cross, and I'll have the same case. So I could have whatever OLL, and I'll recognize it with one look. This is how the one look trick works. Here's a couple things you need to know. For the dot cases where there's no cross pieces solved, when you do the algorithm, it will shift your perspective by 1. So to counterbalance that, you might want to do a U prime before the algorithm, so you have the same plane that you started with. You can also use these algorithms to solve the base cases they were meant for, such as this case, this case, in this case. Hopefully some people found this helpful, because I've known this for a while and didn't know it wasn't a widespread method. Hopefully this helps somebody who's struggling with learning full OLL and can now find a better way to accomplish that. Now I'm going to go over some basic finger tricks for these algorithms. For the dot case algorithm, the best finger tricks are to use your ring finger to drag the middle layer down, flick with your pointer finger, do regular flick finger tricks for the R, U, R prime, U prime, before using your ring finger and your middle finger to double flick the middle layer up to your case here, before U, wrist turn, other finger for the U prime, and then wrist turn all the way down. That is the best for the dot case. Those are the best finger tricks. Now for the L case. You're going to have a wrist turn, wide wrist turn, before a U flick, and a wrist turn with a thumb rotation for the R prime, before flicking U prime. Then you're going to reach this finger up to the back of this to move it down. Then you're going to pointer finger flick, wrist turn, flick, wrist turn. And then for the line case, the best finger tricks are rotating your hand for a wrist turn into a flick, wrist turn again, and a flick back, before using your ring finger to move the middle layer up, right pointer finger to move it this way, before rotating a wrist turn, left pointer finger flick into a wrist turn. Hopefully that helps you get faster with the algorithms. When you're confident, the fastest you can do these algorithms can look like this. For the L case, for the line case, and for the dot case. Hopefully this helps somebody improve their finger tricks for these algorithms.